Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 60. It's cracking.
60.
Kenny T is in the building.
What's good?
OT is in the building.
Yes, sir.
I know Smooth is in the motherfucking building, nigga. The Dean is back.
And I am D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How are you fellas doing on this glorious evening? Coming off a hell of an episode.
Hell of an episode.
Shout out to the Fat Man Scoop.
I'm chilling, man.
I want to tell y'all boys I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't say it enough.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
We love you too.
I want to say that, man. You know.
We're getting sentimental early. We ain't 10 seconds into the party.
Yeah,
already.
yeah, you got to, you know.
I'm not with it.
Why you trash like that, though?
He always try.
Don't fuck with Otis like that.
Good. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Hate the back and forth swing the neck. I hate black pepper.
Rest in peace, Birdie, man.
Why you hate black pepper?
He was pissed off. Okay, man. We have an interesting docket to get into today. First topic of the day. Dr. Dre's daughter. Recently, 38-year-old woman, 4 kids. Recently, she came out to the news and said that she is now homeless. She is living out of an SUV that she has rented. Her 4 children are staying with friends, but she is receiving no financial support. The financial support stopped in 2020. And ever since then, she's been kind of scrambling, you know, whatever. Now, her and Dr. Dre have had a history of issues in the past, but now she is homeless. So, of course, when the story hit the timeline, everybody's in outrage. You know, how can Dr. Dre be a billionaire and his child is homeless? What are y'all thoughts on that?
When you are deemed unworthy, I give a fuck if I'm a trillionaire. You won't get a dime from me, bitch. If you my kid or not, you are unfit to be my. Change your last name. I want to be detached to you forever. Don't ever speak of me in any light. Fuck your daddy is Dr. Dre and you ain't in position. You asking for money. You 38 asking for money. But you ain't like, oh man, look, let me start me a business. Hey, Pop, put me in the business. Let me manage some shit. Let me do some shit. But you asking for some goddamn hand. Get it.
Supposedly they've been going through some stuff for a minute.
You deserve to be homeless.
Biting the hand that feeds her, that's what she was doing.
And give run to the tabloids,
To the public.
talking about the rumors and just making up. Well, I don't want to say making out because it could be some of the shit could be true, but still, like,
True or not, don't put my business out there like that.
Exactly.
You got a
That
problem
ain't
with
your
me?
money.
Let's talk about it.
That's daddy money. That's daddy money.
you're 38.
And you 38 with 4
4
kids.
kids.
So you've been making bad decisions your whole life. You ain't even got no husband.
Now, context. Dr. Dre had her, I think she's his first child. He had her with his baby moms, and they separated relatively early, so he hasn't been in her life. He didn't raise her.
Okay, but he was giving her money if she say the money stopped in 2020, so
Right.
she was getting money.
Right. So
What was she?
the reason I bring that up is because a lot of people are leaning on that in regards to, like, Dr. Dre. Okay, this is the least you could do. You didn't raise her.
But wouldn't they say, these same women would say, oh, money don't equal the time.
You're very.
That's what they would say.
Yep.
Like, come on, bro. You can't have it both ways, dog, just because this man got some money, bro. Come on, bro. She 38, 4 kids, no husband. What type of decision? And you homeless. What type of decision making you been going with? And on top of that, he was giving you money all the way through 2020.
Yep.
What are you doing? Your daddy is Dr. Dre. I don't want no money.
doing
I
with that
want a
money?
position. Make me an owner or something. Like, show me how to run some shit. That way I won't ever need money from you. I can have my own shit, build my own legacy. But that's what motherfuckers get when you want to just hand your kids shit all day.
Yep.
When you want to hand your kids shit, you handicap them. Now her funky ass 4 kids homeless, starving out here. Where the niggas at? Where the niggas at?
It's a great question.
I think that's just in general. Like when you just have a bunch of money like that, you just in a certain lifestyle, and to me, they don't feel like they got to work for nothing because people done had it their whole life. And that's, I mean, even outside Dr. Dre, like you see it a lot with a lot of millionaires and billionaires. Like that's how they kids be a lot of times. Just crazy, lazy, just doing whatever because they've always had it. So like they never had to learn how to get it from the mud or know what it's like to be broke.
Not even
know what it's like to stretch $20 for a week.
It ain't even getting it from the mud. It's, bro, let me put myself in position.
But I'm saying they don't even know what the bottom feels like. Not even close to the bottom.
But they ain't got to start like them rich white kids. They don't start at the bottom, but they ain't gonna be homeless. They gonna hey Pop, I'm starting the business, or Moms, I'm starting the business, or put me in the business. Whatever the business is, show me the way. Not just asking for, hey, let me get some money. I don't want to work. I'm not working.
But I be seeing friction too. Because I used to work with I worked with a few people.
You gonna see friction, but the motherfuckers working though.
No, they was millionaires and they just had money and they would just blow it with drugs, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't. They don't be doing shit with it.
Yeah, that's of course. But she ain't rich. Her daddy rich. That's the difference. That's the difference. You ain't got millions of dollars. So you need to be thinking, well, your daddy a billionaire. You need to be thinking, hey, I need to put myself in position. This money ain't gonna be, he ain't gonna spoon feed me money forever. Right? You being 38, 4 kids. I can't get food. I can't let a nigga feed me because I gotta feed 4 kids. I gotta feed myself so I can feed these kids.
Did they say how much she was getting?
Like, come on.
No, they didn't. But they did say she's been working as a Uber driver and Lyft driver. Recently, and that she hadn't been able to support the kids, obviously, and get her a home. They said the SUV she's in, I think, costs $2,300 every 2 weeks, and she doesn't have.
Wait, what?
Yeah, $2,300 every 2 weeks, and she.
What SUV is this? It gotta be bulletproof.
I don't know.
It gotta be bulletproof.
What is every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks.
So you talking about $4,600 a month?
$4,600 a month.
Is it a Bentley?
Maybach?
A Rolls Royce?
I'm just telling you what the number said, fam. That's all I'm telling you what the news said, baby. That's all I can do.
That's a $400,000 SUV.
Hell no.
What?
Hell no.
It has to be a $400,000 car.
She paying what?
She's paying $2,300 every 2 weeks for her SUV, and she's not going to be able to make the next payment, which is what caused her to come out.
That's $200 off my mortgage.
She's not making $2,300 every 2 weeks. It costs $2,300.
Yeah, it costs $2,300.
That's $200 off my mortgage, bro.
That's a $400,000 vehicle
For real.
and it's got to be a Lambo truck, a Bentley truck, or a Rolls Royce SUV,
She got a Bugatti,
a Maybach. That's $4,600 a month.
Dog.
Come on, dog. Ain't no fucking way.
People, man. I
Ain't
hate
no way,
people,
boy.
dog.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no fucking way, boy.
You better go turn that shit in and get you a little Honda. Move your shit around that way. You get you a little house.
Man, but see, that's what I was so caught up on. Like, my whole issue with it is people really, for one, I didn't like the words that they were using when they were outraged at this. It's like, oh, he leaving his child out on the.
Bam.
She's 38 years old. That's not a child anymore. That's what got to stop.
She has children.
4 of them from baby daddies that are no longer in the picture. So that is a product of her decision making. So how long am I supposed to enable you to make bad decisions? People were saying, okay, well, he could have at least bought a house. Okay, cool. I buy you that house and you run it. And you lose it.
You buy that house. Who going to pay the rent?
Thank
Who
you.
going to pay the goddamn
Taxes.
electricity?
I got to fund that
Who
too.
got to pay
Maintenance.
taxes?
Not even that. Even if I paid the house off, you're going to lose it in taxes. Come on, bro.
Nah, because you got to pay that too.
Yeah, she going to lose it in taxes.
And then you got to pay for a car too because she can't get back and forth to work.
You got to pay
And
HOA
even if she
fees.
don't want to work, that's still your child, and you got a lot of money, so you need to do that anyway.
Just cause.
Yes, because that's his daughter. Yes.
Fuck that.
I asked somebody mentioned me the other day on Twitter, and I was like, okay, so cool. But let's say he happened to pass or whatever. Or I was using it in general. Your parent passed. They've been funding your life your whole time. What you gonna do then?
She gonna hope for that settlement check.
You know what I'm saying?
Go her way.
And blow that in 3 years, and then what?
And be back at the bottom. Your whole lineage is gone.
I don't know how much she was getting, but I don't.
She was getting enough.
Ain't no.
Obviously, she was getting enough to not complain.
They said that they didn't say how much. They said that her expenses were being paid for until up to last year.
Yep.
Man.
So she was getting enough
That's more
to
than
not
enough
complain.
time. That's more than enough time.
38?
Even
38, bro.
even when you hit 30, like if
You know what I'm saying?
you can be dumb and reckless all you want up until even 30. I give you that grace period. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause you
But
rich.
for the last 6-7 years, what the fuck you been doing with your money?
I don't care. Multi-millionaire, and then you gonna talk shit about me to the public?
Right.
I don't even
never
like
did.
that type of drama. You gonna keep on doing it over and over again, even though I'm sure he probably addressed her. I hope he did.
Of course.
And then
Of
you
course.
still do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop giving you money. I don't care if you're my child. You're 38 years old. Now you gotta find out on your own. You an adult. You was adult enough to have sex, unprotected sex, and have 4 kids with the baby fathers that not in their life. They need to do something about that too. But still, You made that decision. So now what? I'm not the father of those
That's
kids.
another good point, Kenny. Why aren't one of those? Oh, I don't know how many baby dads she got, but why wasn't he funding that? Why nobody outraged about that? Where are they in the kid's life?
They probably staying with the fathers. Ain't nobody saying.
She say at friends' houses.
Friends.
She said at friends' houses.
Not with the
Her
father.
baby daddy's all the friends.
We are
We are friends. We are friends.
But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. I think you know, the entitlement that's involved, and just because like people just looking at the money, like it's not about the money, it's about the principle of the situation.
Yep.
Like you got to teach your kid a lesson at some point. If you enable somebody to continue to make bad decisions, that's what they're gonna do for the rest of your life, and you're not obligated to do that just because you're a billionaire.
And I hate when I see these people, man, because everybody done seen somebody from the hood, parents die on them when they was younger, right? They parents leave them a good chunk of money and they blow it.
Oh yeah, I know some first name comes
Blow
to mind.
it.
I know somebody right after
Everybody done seen that a couple times. Like, damn, if I had that money, I know what to do with it. These motherfuckers go blow it, and you dare open your mouth to say he wrong for not giving her no more money. You seeing what she doing? He been funding your life this whole time with 4 kids? Because them 4 kids ain't just pop up in the last month. He been funding all your expenses until 2020. You was 37.
He said the kids ain't pop up in them.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real though.
That's facts. So, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Then people like, you know, I mean, the least he could do is just make sure that she got somewhere to stay.
No.
Now, my response to that is this. I'm sure Dr. Dre has set a house aside for her or whatever the case may be, and they done moved into the crib, but he wants her to live in the crib under his rules. If I'm just hypothetically making this up, we ain't got no facts, we ain't got no numbers on this. But people were saying, like, how could your child be homeless? Very easily. If you are constantly bringing in niggas that ain't worth nothing, that could risk everything that I got going, that are leaving you high and dry to raise 4 kids, probably get involved in dope or drugs or whatever the case may be, and you bringing them to my properties and this, that, and the third, y'all getting into issues, police getting called there. No, if you want to continue to deal with these dudes, you go do it on your own. Now, when you ready to upgrade your life or do what you need to do for your children, then you can come stay here. Until then, you can't. And I'm pretty sure that it was under that kind of guys, because I just can't see somebody just leaving their kid just high and dry for no reason.
That's
you know
real.
what? Now I ain't giving you no more money. You thought I ain't giving you nothing.
And that's the thing.
Come on, fam. That don't sound right.
And for her to say, oh, it stopped in 2020. So obviously the nigga been giving you money from the time you knew the nigga name all the way to 37.
37 years.
And if your birthday was early in the year, the tip fed 8. Yeah. And now you just want to miraculously, oh, he ain't been giving me no bread this year.
That's why he ain't giving her no bread, because you did stuff like this.
It's crazy how your life changed in 6 months.
Yeah.
But he waited for the perfect time in COVID. Unemployment.
I mean, come on, man. So, I mean, at some point, you got to take some kind of accountability. Just in damn the relationship, you being a mother of 4 at 40 years old, where does the accountability come in at? Because if this was a man, you know what? It was a man. And there was a situation similar to this. And we covered it. Kirk Franklin and his son. And who did the general public take the side of? Kirk Franklin.
Yep.
Said, what the hell is that boy doing? He ain't out here getting it out. He's trying to set Kirk Franklin, trying to make him look bad. He out here being irresponsible. Blah, blah, blah. But then when it's a 38-year-old woman, the daddy is in the wrong. Why is that?
Because they coddle these women, man.
Correct.
They coddle these women. They
Come on,
coddle
because it's
women.
literally, it was a similar situation. Kirk Franklin's son wanted money. And he felt like he's not getting the money, so he's going to tape his daddy cussing him out or whatever the case may be. His daddy telling him, get off your ass and go do something.
They coddle these women. They don't protect the black man. But that's another subject.
And they kill the child for that. But that's because he's a man.
Exactly.
Compared to it being a woman. But, again, that's just, just things that we bring up.
And it got one little report, too. It said, supposedly, he never did anything to help me get along. And that was in December when she said that. And she ain't spoke to Dre in 17 years. Supposedly. But he ain't spoke to you, but he been funding you.
He paying all your bills. But,
So I mean,
it's just, I don't know, man. But again, context is important. We don't have enough context. We ain't heard Dre's side yet.
You know Dre ain't gonna talk.
Never.
3 sides to every story.
Right. So, I mean, it's hard to make a judgment. But just based on the information we've gotten, I feel like it's no excuse for you to be 40 with 4 kids and homeless.
She shouldn't have said $2,300 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Even a month for a rental. Man,
SUV, yeah.
get out of here, dog. Get out of here.
So stupid.
Okay, man. Speaking on domestic support, Kelly Clarkson recently reached a divorce and child support settlement. She is due to pay her husband $200,000 per month.
Yes, King. Yes, King. Come on, Kenny.
Now, my opinion.
Get more context. We need more context in that story.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Hold on, man. Let me find the story. Y'all boys, just give me y'all initial thoughts while I look for the story.
They
man.
were married. He didn't cheat, did he? I don't think there was no report to him cheating.
That's fine. They were married for what, 6 years, I think?
Spousal support.
They were married for 7 or 6 years, right?
And child support.
And child support.
Oh damn, she can't even
Yeah,
get
I think
children.
he getting like 49.
She can't even
for
get the
child support or
children.
something.
Yeah.
Damn.
They were married for 6 or 7 years, I think.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the spousal support, but I agree with the child support.
What's wrong with the spousal support?
They was only married for 6, 7 years. That's not enough time to be married. That's not even a damn decade.
That's real.
7 years though. That's still time. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of work.
And no.
7 years compared to 27 years is two totally different things.
That's real shit.
Okay, here are the details. It says Clarkson filed for divorce in June of 2020 after 7 years of marriage. Los Angeles County judge in November granted Clarkson primary physical custody of the children. Clarkson also filed papers earlier this year requesting that she be declared legally single. And so damn, she got the children and still got to pay him their money. It says singer Kelly Clarkson was ordered to pay her ex-husband nearly $200,000 per month in spousal and child support. A Los Angeles County judge ruled in temporary order that Clarkson must give Brandon Blackstock $150,000 per month in spousal support and $45,000 monthly in child support. Blackstock will receive approximately $2.4 million annually. Yeah. So
What did he do for a living?
that's crazy. But I think it's because she filed for the divorce and it wasn't no foul play or nothing involved. She just filed for it. She's ready to go. So now she got to pay that man $150,000 in spousal and $50,000 in child support. Even though I think she got custody.
Well, what you say before, Kenny? Should have did a prenup.
Yep, should have.
So there it is. You can't fault for what happens after that.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but I'm saying I don't think he should have got $150,000 in spousal support.
Pay that man.
Spousal support.
Pay that man.
You got to maintain the lifestyle. Ain't that what they say?
I don't fuck
Pay
with
that
lifestyle.
man.
I fuck with the win in court.
Yeah, I mean,
But not the 100.
you don't hear that a lot at all. Hold on, what color is he?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, all right, never mind. You
You
hear
know
that a lot.
what
Never mind. You hear that a lot.
You know they ain't giving no nigga $200,000. That ain't happening.
200,000 though. You get 200 years in jail. What I do? For thinking you was gonna get 200,000.
She broke up with me.
They didn't even commit a crime. Okay, moving right along, man. We gonna get into this. I don't feel like getting back into this. Meg and the baby.
What the hell?
Okay, so just to give a little backstory, I'm just going off the top of my head. Meg and Tory had their whole fallout situation, and the trial and the court situation still hadn't came for this. So we are currently awaiting that, whatever the case may be. Now, Meg and the baby was reportedly very cool, and before all of this stuff happened, the baby and Tory Lanez made a song. After the thing unfolded, Tory put the song out. This was not to the baby's knowledge. He didn't know, whatever the case may be. But when the song came out, it started going crazy. Even then, the baby was not posting nothing about the song or nothing, whatever the case may be. And then Meg came out and basically criticized the baby. Like, how could you allow this to happen? How could you work with him? Blah, blah, blah. And the baby is like, well, I mean, he put the song out. I mean, I didn't like participate in it. I didn't, whatever the case may be, he just put it out. But then not only did Meg come out, her boyfriend, Party, came out and starts calling them basically like use a lame or use a bitch because you got on the phone and you told Meg or whatever that, you wasn't really going to work with dude or you wasn't really giving your, putting no effort into anything dude got going and then you kind of riding the wave of the song because it done got big. So the baby, of course, how he is, he not just going to take nothing like that lightly. So when they was performing at that big festival, he brought out Tory Lanez to come perform the song with him.
Oh, that's the whole backstory.
Right.
That's why he did it.
Right.
Okay.
So that right there, of course, caused outrage. Right. And matter of fact, at that same festival was when he got into the other trouble he got into.
Yeah, he fucked up.
But yeah, so he came out and, Tory came out or whatever. And of course, it was a big backlash over it. Mayor came out throwing subliminals. Party came out throwing subliminals. It was physical threats. Went back and forth in terms of Party and the baby. And the baby is like, first off, you not my bitch, for one. And like, we cool, but we not like that. You know what I'm saying? For you to be, first off, you could have called me first before you come out making these statements or whatever the case may be, physical threats, and you got your boyfriend saying this and that, he gonna do this, and it's just like, nah, you ain't nobody gonna control me. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole backlash. So of course he got a lot of backlash for that, and I know what y'all thoughts are, but go ahead and give me y'all thoughts on what the situation is.
Fuck it.
Do y'all feel like the baby was in the wrong?
Not if it's how the way you just said it. Like, he made the song before our whole shit happened. Boom. Once it happened, the song came out afterwards. He didn't have no recollect or no say so in it getting released or not, because it probably was Tory's song anyway.
Right.
It is.
He released it, and then, how women do, get in their feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, we were supposed to be friends, and all of a sudden you want to go on social media and just start talking crazy on social media instead of coming and talk to me.
Now he gonna be petty.
Plus, she got all the support in the world, so
Right.
nah, shoot, I'm gonna be petty as hell.
My only issue was him bringing Tory out.
Shit, I would have done that.
That's my only
did it
issue.
too.
What?
But Tory, they had a restraining order. He couldn't be within 100 yards of
1,000
feet, something
feet
like
of
that.
her or something like that.
1,000?
so-
Well, she wasn't in 1,000. I know how far 1,000.
She was over there.
She was over where?
She was at Rolling Loud.
You know how far 1,000
You
feet?
can be in the same place as
Yeah.
somebody and be 1,000 feet away from them.
You know how far 1,000 feet is?
Meg was there.
Where was
Close
she?
enough.
Where was
I
you?
don't
Was
know.
there?
I can't
Did you
say.
see it?
I can't say.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up.
But still, he
Shut up.
He shouldn't have brought out.
No, fuck
Because
that.
Tory wasn't performing. He didn't have no sets at Rolling Loud.
So
why was he there?
So you
But if a
saying
nigga
that
talk
they should've
crazy
been
to me and try to
a
hold me
woman.
public, I don't give a fuck.
No,
who
it
you
was
is.
her and her man. Party.
then that's-
Exactly.
I don't care if it's a woman or who.
I
You
got
tryna-
beef with the dude.
It could be a child. I
tryna
gotta
put-
show you.
You want to slander my name for something I had
I gotta show you.
no way of doing this.
Okay.
Like, I had nothing in on this.
And hey, I'd be more petty.
Explain that.
I'd make a whole album with him.
Explain that. He didn't.
I'd make a whole
He just
album.
did it. Like he just took.
No,
everything
but she
said.
didn't call him and say that. She went to the public and said,
Yeah, she went to the public.
So
She
now I
Start
have
throwing
to-
subliminals
so now-
first before the phone call happened. That's
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
the
saying?
issue was.
and then there's still hate after that.
Okay, and then
know
now
what I'm saying?
he made it worse. Now you're gonna make shit even worse.
Nah,
Wasn't
make it
you?
worse.
Wasn't you the one that said you treat disrespect with even more disrespect? Didn't you say that?
But when it-
didn't you say that?
when it comes to business, you got to protect your pockets.
You can't
So
make
that
a
was gonna hurt
situation
his
worse that
business?
was already worse to begin
You see
with.
what happened, right?
That's
now he got
'cause he
all this
said-
extra
no,
backlash.
no,
something different.
No, that was
got
something
backlash
different.
because
That's
of what he
he
said
said
about
that
baby.
bullshit.
He also got the backlash for bringing Tory out.
Stop.
Period.
He did.
It wasn't
He
as
did.
bad.
That wasn't threatening the business.
That wasn't threatening
That was
the
already a
business,
fire.
though.
He just threw gasoline on it with everything else.
Nah, that wasn't threatening his business.
That
but
wasn't threatening the business.
relationship
Well, he
was
wasn't
not
gonna
threatening
get
it.
pulled from all them sets. Yeah, he wasn't gonna get
Right.
pulled from that.
No.
But it was still gonna be okay. That's the baby. He gonna do this. Now
Okay,
he
ain't rap
can't work with
ain't
Meg. Now he
rap
can't work with-
confrontational?
He gonna have a leg to stand on.
Exactly.
Right
Yeah.
now, he ain't got a leg to stand on because of that situation, which to me is. We talk about that later anyway. But yeah,
Get Kenny defending. I can't believe it.
what? No, I'm
You ain't
just
defending Meg?
right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care if you're
And
man
in
or
that
woman.
situation, he should have chilled.
No, he shouldn't.
No.
have. No,
Okay.
I'm
So
not
you mean to
chilling.
tell me you gonna let somebody talk crazy to you in the public, then call you
Repeatedly.
and had a boyfriend talk? She ain't the one talking direct. Have her boyfriend talking to you.
I got beef
like
with the
you,
man.
like you not the boss.
What
though.
is my beef with a woman?
Not
I
like
got
you
beef
not the
with
boss
man.
though.
I got beef with the
Stop
man.
it, bro. Stop
I
it.
got beef with the
Stop
man,
it, bro.
He the one that made the threats. She didn't really make no threats. She
who them threats came through?
the man.
Who them threats
She
came?
said.
So
you know,
all right. I got
okay,
a question for you.
What did Meg say?
I got a question for you.
What did Meg say? What was
She
the subliminals
she
that Meg
challenged his
said?
character.
Yeah, she basically said you a coward and you lied to
challenged
me.
his character.
You don't got no integrity, whatever the case may be.
So in turn, what you gonna do is bring out the man that allegedly shot you.
No, that wasn't right then and there. She didn't call him first.
I didn't.
She went public
that
with
ain't
it.
What I said. I'm just saying. So in turn, in your response to that, your reaction is to bring out the man that you know that she's having issues with. Like that's you gonna bring out trauma.
Yep.
You gonna bring up the trauma.
Yeah.
Context, because the baby and Tory was cool as well.
Correct.
Exactly.
Before
I know
this,
that.
so Tory has not been convicted of anything. Let's establish.
I get that.
And not so just like you're saying, like you bringing them out to spark trauma or to do trauma. I don't. If that's my homie, like both of y'all, my friends, I don't know what happened. Because the stories are conflicting.
Absolutely.
He ain't been convicted of nothing. He outside running the streets like ain't a goddamn thing, which I've never seen in the history of nobody getting shot, especially a woman getting shot.
I feel it.
Man out here just running around doing what he want to do. He ain't on no bail. He ain't on no nothing. Waiting on this alleged trial.
He ain't on no restrictions.
So he wasn't even performing. Right. Tory had nothing to do with that.
Okay. But they song was top 10 on Billboard though.
Exactly.
I'm still not.
We just gonna be honest.
It's context. Got them issues. You trying to create some shit.
Shit is already created, fam.
She created
her and her
it.
man online. Her man is online, 6'6", 200 something pounds, threatening what he gonna do to me. First off, nigga, you not familiar with the baby's resume. If I were you, I would sit your ass down and be a family man to your woman.
Exactly.
Let's establish that. Because if you think you're gonna run up on son and put hands on him, that's not gonna happen without something else happening, which he's already on record doing multiple times. So that's ridiculous. Stay out of that. Exactly. But again, Meg should not have jumped out the window and make no accusations and subliminals and all this. Because
we were so close to friends.
If we friends like that. Because all you had to do was call me, hey, look, this is what happened. He put the song out, whatever, the song blowing up. It is what it is at this point. Like, what I'm going to do? Mm-hmm. Get him to pull the song down and say top 10 on Billboard. I'm not pulling nothing down.
The record label wouldn't allow him to do that.
Now, I'm not going to shoot the video. I'm not going to be all promoting it with him or nothing like that. But the song is out. So why are you out here making these threats and control your nigga if we cool? Why is your nigga out here making these statements?
Getting on the phone when I call, well, you call me, he on the phone. Like
then if I come out and do something to him because of what he's saying, I'm gonna be wrong. You gonna blame me if something happened to him for what he's saying. But you not trying to control that man. Exactly. So at this point, the gloves is off. Since y'all want to be disrespectful, I'm gonna show you disrespect.
Exactly.
And that's what he did.
I'm going to greet disrespect with even more disrespect.
I feel it.
I'm all for that.
If Tory was already performing or had some sets over there, I get it. But he had nothing to do with the fest. That's my only problem.
I got to bring it.
He had zero to do with the fest. You're going to bring him out.
If this was 50 Cent, niggas would be like, oh, that nigga 50.
The baby had zero to do with the song getting put out.
Exactly.
And you still want to come at him.
That's crazy.
You did what you did, so I'm going to do what I do, and we just going to take it from here. Look, got to see it through, my boy.
That's real though. Like I said, man. But again, since we're on the baby, we're gonna stay here. Mm-hmm. A little bit after this happened, he went on stage and said some things.
Yeah,
this way he fucked up.
This way he fucked up at. This where my dog fucked up.
Said some things that were inflammatory. Now I'm gonna see if I can find it, but y'all boys talk while I look for it, man. What was y'all first thoughts when y'all heard exactly what he said?
As soon as I heard him say it, I say, "Oh, he know he fucked up."
I thought y'all wanted me to sing in this segment part.
Stop it!
It's a rap.
Stop it! I didn't say it was a rap, but I said he didn't fucked up.
But you gotta know
he didn't fucked up.
You gotta know when you talking to that community what's gonna happen.
But in a way, the way he was talking to his fans, it wasn't in a disrespectful like I'm disrespecting y'all niggas. He wasn't saying it in that type of way, but what he said is what like he didn't understand. Damn, I done fucked up. I shouldn't have said that.
He didn't care.
You get what I'm saying? Because the crowd there wasn't outraged. The crowd there was not outraged.
I don't know.
They was not outraged. So he went on with his set.
It was like his shit was awkward.
Man, stop it, bro. Stop
I'm telling you.
He went on with his set, and I think he paid more time to stay on for that, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
they said they weren't really rocking with him like that.
I think he paid like 10 bands for that. 10 bands to stay on. Something like that.
Damn, I can't find the clip.
So if that part wouldn't have happened, it'd have been cool.
I think this is what he said.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Forget it, man. We just gonna read it. But he was on stage. He was in between songs, whatever the case may be. And you know how like rappers be saying certain things. You got $20 in your pockets, put your hands up. You got this, If you ain't no broke, put your hands up. Shout out to Fat Man Scoop.
All the chicken heads be quiet.
But that's real though. That's what they be saying. He called that what he call it? Call and answer or call and response, something like that. But the baby was in between his songs, and one of the few things he said was this. He said, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, or any deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, then put your cell phone light in there.
That is crazy.
He said, ladies.
That is crazy.
He said, ladies.
He fucked up.
He said, ladies, Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light in the air.
Okay, that's different.
Fellas, if you ain't suck a nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Keep it real. So those were the comments he said.
Oh my god!
At the you know what I mean, between his records, and got all that backlash for. So do y'all feel like the backlash was warranted?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean,
you know you done fucked up, right?
You know you fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? You know you done fucked up.
I mean, technically.
I mean, tread lightly.
If you don't have HIV, so you say he was discriminating against people that got diseases?
Yeah,
and discriminating against people that like to suck dick in the parking lot?
Yeah.
I mean, if you did it, you did it though.
But he's saying, you know, because for one,
basically he's saying he don't fuck with you, in a sense.
He not saying it's a
He didn't say I
callback.
didn't fuck
It's like a callback at a show. You just trying to say things to get the crowd hype. So you trying to say the most worst thing you could possibly think of because you know ain't many people gonna have that, so they can cheer or yell back at you. That's what it was. It wasn't like he came out there like on a tirade.
Yeah, that's why
like
I said,
it's
like the way
2021.
the way he called it out to him.
Yeah, it was fire though.
It was, you know what I'm saying? But it's just what he said was, you know, you didn't
ridiculous.
fucked up.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Fam, why would you say that?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Shit don't even make
man.
sense. It just come off the top of your head. Does him and Lil Nas have something going on?
No, not that I can think of.
Because you make that first comment and then add the little lady shit in there. And then you add another comment about sucking dick in the parking lot.
That's some wild.
Come on.
That's a wild call.
That's the thought process you had when you got on stage. You know what? If you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, man, put your
cell phone light in the sky. What? Yeah, I didn't.
Why?
I ain't really agree with that. I was just like, come on, man, that wasn't it.
He had to be on something. Pill, drunk, some maybe him
Or
and Lil
maybe
Nas
he
bumped
seen
into
it-
each other in the
Maybe he seen it in the
back.
parking lot while before he got on set. You know what I'm saying? Something, bro. Something.
Nah, you don't make that kind of statement. That's stupid.
Okay, so since he made that statement, he has been pulled from 4 festivals. I think he lost an endorsement deal, if I'm not mistaken. He
did.
Do y'all feel like that was warranted?
Yeah, he fucked up. You
gotta
gotta take
watch
that
what
on the
you say.
chin.
Take
You
that on
gotta
the chin,
take that
bro.
on the chin, man.
Gotta watch what you say.
You know that was uncalled for. That statement, those statements right there were just uncalled. That had nothing to do with your performance or whatever you was doing. That's uncalled for.
And it took him a minute
And
to
if I was him-
apologize.
If I was him being the boss that I am, which I'm pretty sure he is, you know what I'm saying? For me losing that type of bread for my artists, not for me, because I'm gonna take that on the chin. But for my artists, I would pay them what they supposed to got. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my fuck up solely. I did that dolo, but I fucked with the whole brand. I pay them what I owe them, what they were supposed to get from whatever shows they got canceled from. I paid them.
Then he came out
Take
and
that
doubled
on the
down.
chin.
He doubled down on that first before he
Yeah, at
apologized.
first, yeah, he doubled down and then he came back and
that was-
apologized
he had to.
afterwards. But
After all the damage was done.
yeah, but what drives me crazy is now people say, "Oh, now you want to apologize." Stand up. What you want me to do? Apologize? Or just keep on saying what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I think had he came out like the next day or something and did or that night, I think that would have been more like, okay, yeah, you fucked up. It was in the moment, spur of the moment, or whatever. You just said, top of your head, it was stupid, whatever, cool. But the fact that he doubled down on it and was talking more shit, then he apologized like a week later or whatever it was.
Yeah, but
I think
for real,
that was the reason why they was like, why you even came out and said
But
it
I
after you
think
doubled down.
I think he really feel like that because for you to double down, you standing on that shit.
Yeah, so he tried to do.
But you know what I'm saying? He has to think like I'm the CEO. I control a lot of shit above people.
And I think that's
can't
why.
just think for me.
But I think that's why he feel like he can say. That's why he feel like he can say whatever he want to say because he his own man.
I understand that, but that's when the apology came because now I'm affecting the people
Start losing
under
that
me.
money. Yeah,
I'm affecting everybody under me, and they depend on me to eat. You get what I'm saying?
my thing is this. My thing is this. I feel like you got to be careful when you already in hot water as it is, and just like O just said, coming off of that Meg situation, off of that Tory situation, he already getting a lot of backlash. Even before that, people was kind of just hating on him a little bit. Like you could just sense the tide turning. I remember
Oh, for the kids with the candy.
Yeah, he turned the kids down with the candy, whatever the case may be. Like it had been a lot of things. When he slapped the old girl when she touched him when he was walking through the crowd.
Oh, kicked her.
Or kicked her or whatever the case may be. So it had been a lot of things that been leading up. I remember a time where the baby could do no wrong. Everything he did, everybody was rocking with. And then, you know, when you on top for a while, people will start pulling you down little by little. And that's what been happening. So it done been just a avalanche type of effect. And then coming into this situation, that's when you got to have people in your corner like, hey, bro, LGBTQ is not the community to mess with, bro. If you offend them, come out, apologize, keep it pushing. Take the heat, keep it pushing. But again, the baby is so prideful. He's so egotistical the way he feel like, man, I ain't say nothing wrong. I ain't apologizing to nothing. My real fans going to rock with me. See y'all at the next show, whatever the case may be. And there's certain things that you just got to bite the bullet and apologize and get it over with. Even if that's not what you meant. Because I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant. Fam. He just up there saying things or whatever. Because rappers do things like that all the time. He just went a little too far. But rappers do things like that all the time. But at the end of the day, if you offend somebody, especially a group like that, you got to come out and, hey, bro, my bad. I didn't mean that. Whatever the case may be. You know, shout out to my, you know what I'm saying, my gay fans, my LGBT community fans. I never try to offend y'all. Whatever. You come out, you say what you got to say, and keep it pushing. But he didn't. He's learning a valuable lesson as to why you should do something like that. But I don't know if I'm the baby right now, I would get real low for a minute because, you know, again, everybody got ADHD. Get low for a couple weeks. Everybody gonna forget about it. Put out a new song. Keep it pushing. That's all you can do at this point. But speaking of rap, we're going to stay in rap. There's been a legendary versus battle that happened within the past week. I ain't even going, you know what, man, I'm just going to just.
Blue Steel.
Damn, I knew when I wrote that it was gonna go hard.
Stop it, man.
I knew he needed some heat. I was gonna bring some heat for him. Damn.
Classic Kiss, man. Recently, Dipset versus Locks versus. What were y'all thoughts on the battle?
They knew what time it was.
Man, when I came out and said again, I'm a man of principle. I'm a man of respect. I'm an honorable man. I said Dipset was gonna win. I did. I said that. I was sadly mistaken.
There we go.
You know what I said? But, you know, again, I think the Locks really showed the difference between rappers and MCs. Because they didn't need no vocal over the track. They didn't need none of that. Like, Dipset was on stage playing records to where you can hear their vocals on the records. Kiss and them was up there playing instrumentals, and they was rapping their own words over the instrumentals. Yeah. So that just shows you the difference in artistry. They up there playing. That was a freestyle over the Who Shot You beat. You know, rest in peace to Big. But yeah, that's a classic freestyle, a classic I-97 freestyle. But yeah, they just showed the difference. Kiss was up there just bullying them.
The stage presence too was crazy.
Who shot you? Because they ain't kill you.
They would never snatch my bandana off my head
and threw it on the ground.
Threw it on the ground.
Kiss would have got a kiss. These hands.
Yeah. That was different. I loved it though.
And then 2 niggas pushing on him, and he the only one that got to walk through there. Where my
team at?
Dog.
Where are y'all at?
We not together.
They built different.
We are not together.
They built different up there, dog, because like they was pushing the line, nigga.
But see that, but again, context. They came out and said before this, that, hey man, we gonna get a little chip. We gonna get a little physical, whatever case it be, as long as it don't go too far.
Yeah.
But
don't go too far. I know when it went too far. You snatched my bandana. You put your hands on me.
Call the niggas pussy in front of everybody. Dog, come on, bro.
Take some words, but we can get physical.
We can talk shit. But yeah, Jim Jones came out. I mean, not Jim. It was Cameron came out with the beach.
The beach chair.
Him and
shit. Styles almost got into it because they was over there wrestling. He didn't mess around, try to kick Styles. Styles grabbed his legs, try to pull him out the chair. It was just a lot going on that stage, man. But, I think it was dope because they ended up setting up a tour. And I remember I was tweeting during, I said, man, these boys should go on tour. This shit'll go crazy. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be them and state property. Beans, and everybody going to, so that's going to be crazy. If they come to Houston, I'm definitely going to that.
It's going to be super
for sure.
Yeah, I'm about to get on stage for that one.
Well, if you they got No Limit just released. They gonna be on tour too.
I seen that. They gonna be
out coming to Houston November 27th by themselves.
Hold No Limit.
Hold No Limit.
We might have to
November 27th, baby.
November 27th.
At in Sugar Land. Smart Financial.
Why don't we go on tour as The Limit?
Or the Krew season?
No, The Limit.
We ain't going on no damn. But you know what?
We behind me like some background singers.
I'm
gonna be way behind you in the parking lot. I'm not going in and deal with the bullshit.
If you feel me, make some noise. All right.
Hell nah. But look, man. On that note, we gonna make a transition. This is another infamous clip that dropped over these past couple weeks that people been asking us to respond to.
I ain't even listened to it.
It just took whatever you said, but go ahead.
Well.
And I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician. What are you bringing to the table? As a woman, what do you realistically do other than have sex? Every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go. And take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay for, that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I can get it made.
No. You see that? You see, that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right. We dress y'all. We pick out y'all clothes. We cook for y'all.
The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. Okay. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. That's right. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them? You know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that. You understand?
Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
That I can also pay for myself.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But you're not.
But I can.
But you're not, and you're not willing to.
That's the point. I was taking care of myself before I was married.
And then you got married and stopped taking care of yourself.
I have multiple mortgages. I still take care of shit. That's the thing.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money. What I'm saying is what you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills are in the house.
But I can still do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not.
I'm gonna interject here.
Thoughts?
I feel like everything is gotten like transactional now. You know what I'm saying? Because even from the man's side, I can buy that, which is true. But I feel like she had some strong points too, especially if you are capable of doing those things. If she's willing to make your life easier, that's the partner I want. I want the partner that's thinking about the small things, the shit that I'm not gonna think about, because she's gonna make your life a lot easier, like she's saying. But to his point, you know what I'm saying, if you operating from a business standpoint, it's like, why would I have somebody that I can pay for these services, like you said, I can pay for a few meals, I can pay for a maid, you know what I'm saying? I could just live how I want to live, you know what I'm saying? So what really do you bring to me? And I think that just all comes from who you dating. If you're not dating nobody that ain't got no worth, then yeah, I mean, it's easy to pay for somebody to do all those things. He said that's $600. That's a bill a month. That's light work for a lot of people. I won't say a lot, but some people. So they both had some points. I kind of I agree with her on the cool, because again, if you have that type of partner that's solid, that wants to do those things, shit, why not?
I think his standpoint, what point he was trying to make was that even though she can buy a house or pay for a house or pay for this car or whatever, or pay for even the groceries, they don't want it. Women don't want to do that.
Yes,
they have a man. They have a man. They want the man to do all that. They don't want to have to pay for all that. And what he's saying is, if you can do all that by yourself, why aren't you willing to go half of me on this stuff? Why am I expected to do all this? The only thing you're expected to do as a woman is cook. You don't even have to clean, really. Just cook, make a good meal. And a lot of them don't even want to cook or can't cook.
They want you to build a house.
So now you want me to, pay for all the bills, do this, do that, and you're telling me what you can do is go shop for the toilet paper. Well, if I'm running out of toilet paper, I damn sure know when to buy some more toilet paper. And when are you going to go buy that toilet paper? Guess whose money you're spending? Mine. Not your own. I think that was the point you're trying to make. But I agree with you. A lot of people are making it transactional instead of, hey, what can you, like B said, what tangible can you bring to me? Like, say, like, you bring mental support to me. You bring, physical support. You bring, emotional support to the whole thing. Because a lot of men don't have that. We don't have that emotional support. We don't know how to be emotional. Say, hey, when you get with me, I'm going to show you how to be emotional and vulnerable with me, to open up about yourself. So I think that's what she should have said, instead of saying, I go buy these groceries, I go buy this toilet paper, I picked out the furniture. But who bought the damn furniture?
Right.
You weren't going to be able to get that furniture if I bought it.
Actually, you picked out the furniture through my approval. Because if I would have said I don't like the color, it'd have stayed in the store.
Shit, that motherfucker would have been that.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I don't know.
That motherfucker would have been in that house.
This your wife now.
But still, yeah, I know. That's why I said it would have been that house.
Oh, y'all niggas tripping.
But
just like we talked about the wedding. That's kind of similar. She wants certain things, and she gonna get it. Bro. But she wants certain things, you gonna get it for her, so you don't get them out.
That I'm living in, I gotta see every day. If I don't want you to have no hot pink goddamn sofa, we ain't getting it.
Okay, I think that's a
if
stretch.
I don't want you to have a brown sofa, we ain't going that route.
Has there been certain things that you bought that your wife wanted that you didn't really want to do?
What you mean? I don't understand what you're asking me.
Have you bought anything that your wife wanted but
that you didn't want? That you didn't approve of, but you just did it because that's what she wanted.
Don't cap on here.
Come on. Yes,
don't cap on here.
To be honest.
Yes, don't cap on here.
To be honest, no.
Oh my god.
Because no, for real though, because like with the furniture and house shit, like that, she really values my opinion on it. So if I say no, I don't like it, she gonna put it, she won't even question, she'll just put it back or put it down or leave it right there. Like seriously, she won't give me no fight over it.
Nothing at all.
Anyways, y'all going off
that
subject.
You didn't want.
Yeah.
Y'all going off subject.
Okay, that's kind of the same.
I'm telling you. So now, like you picking that out because you got approval. You ain't picking that out because we both was gonna like it. No. You picking that out because you got approval. So that don't count. That washes away.
He said washes.
Get out of here, bro.
When I first seen it, the clip, man, I just started laughing because I was just like, I know for one he about to get killed as soon as I seen it.
Oh yeah.
But again, the points he was made goes back to something I said earlier. When I battled the sexist videos, it's what do you bring to the relationship that's tangible? And no, not what do you bring? What do you expect it to bring to the relationship that's tangible? And to be honest, women are not expected to bring much to a relationship that's tangible. That's what it is. Like, you can have women that come out and say, oh, I got this degree, I got this job, I got this car, I got this curve, and all that's cool. But you're not expected to bring that to the relationship. When you run into a man, a real man, he has all of that already. So if anything, you're going to be adding to what he has little by little. Or if we have to get rid of something, it's typically going to be your stuff that we getting rid of. You're going to move into my house if I have one, because I'm the man. So that's what I mean by not expected to bring anything tangible. Now, where women, when you have the right woman, how she benefits you is from an intangible perspective. It's like Kenny just said. She's going to bring you peace. She's going to bring you motivation. She's going to, like, you're going to be able to look at her and feel like, okay, I'm not just out here grinding and striving for me no more. It's us. I'm trying to solidify my legacy. And she plays a hell of a role in doing that. Now, which roles, that's where I kind of taper off at, because I don't really agree with the whole traditional role, woman cook, she clean, I do this. No. I feel like, again, we done said this 100 times. Y'all should come up with whatever works best for y'all relationship, whatever's most efficient. So all of that, separation of duty situation, that's something that y'all can come up with together. But when you run into a real woman, she's bringing you intangible benefit that equals out to the physical benefit, the tangible benefit that the man is bringing. And if she's not, then you're dealing with the wrong woman. So that's what they missing. But it's like saying everything is transactional nowadays. That's because nobody want to put the work in. Yep. Everybody coming to the relationship feeling entitled, men and women. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm bringing this. So what am I? Let me put what are you doing?
Because I'm not going to lose anything.
Right. Exactly. Why do you deserve to be here?
Exactly.
Rather than, okay, I got my shit going, you got your shit going. Let's get together and make a power, dynamic power couple. You know what I'm saying? But let's make sure that we on the same page mentally and spiritually, and you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, and everything else will work itself out. But that they skipped them. Let's be on the same page mentally and physically, and they go right to the assets and right to the material shit. How attractive are you? You're not attractive enough. Okay, I don't like your mindset. Oh, you get on my nerves now. Okay, we ain't doing this. But when you go into the relationship with the right mindset, all that material shit and the stuff they was talking about, toilet paper and cooking and shit like that, that's gonna work itself out, and it's not gonna be much of an argument to do it. But I just feel like a lot of men, especially speaking from my point of view, we just picking the wrong women, and that causes us to have that agitated mindset. Because you listening to them talk, they sound agitated, they sound frustrated. It's like, you know what I'm saying, every woman I done had to try to come in and try to manipulate me. I ain't going, like, what are you bringing? Right. But that stems from you picking the wrong type of women. When you pick that right type of woman, you're not going to have those issues. Now, of course, y'all going to have arguments, y'all going to have disagreements that comes with the territory. But the pros are going to heavily outweigh the cons of her being there. Yeah. And it sounds like the type of woman that they dating, it's the opposite.
Yeah, it shouldn't be it should be no competition. I feel like that's what it is. Right. And then men, I feel like a lot of men today, like I said before, just like women are evolving and getting stronger and being their own bosses, like I feel like today a lot of men are standing their ground more, being more vocal. It's like, okay, yes, you're capable to do all those things for me, but the position that I'm in, I can take care of all that. So what makes you different than the rest of these women? And again, like you were saying, instead of just coming together, this is what I have, this is what you have, let's divvy it out, whatever it is, and let's grow from here. It's just like, you're not really worth it. And so, yeah, it comes back to your partner. And I think as for men, we just want to come home to like some relief. We have a lot of shit on our shoulders that we shouldering every single day. So we just want relief. We want peace. You know what I'm saying? Peace of mind. Come home, be able to relax, chop it up with your woman. We like affection too. You know what I'm saying? But coming home to arguing and fussing and, oh, you're not doing this, oh, you're not doing that. It's like, well, damn, I'm taking care of all these bills. I'm taking care of everything that you asked and request of me. And then you know what I'm saying, want to argue about small stuff. So, and
also another point he touched on was the sustainability, which is another point that I brought up.
Yes, all the time.
Who is responsible for maintaining
the guy?
What you bring to the relationship, what that other person values longer, and that's men. That's real. Like when she signs on to that relationship, and however the dynamics that y'all created, whatever, you paying all the bills, you paying 70%, you paying whatever the case may be, you're expected to do that for the rest of the relationship. And if you don't do that, if there comes a point where you don't do that, she's validated in leaving you. But the opposite way around, just like he's saying, yeah, you willing to cook, you willing to buy the toilet paper, you willing to do everything, but for how long?
Right.
When we get in this situation and then, we 8, 9 years in, and now I don't feel like cooking, or I don't feel like doing this, or I work too, or I got to take care of the kids or whatever. Like you're not taking care of, like the man ain't taking care of them too, like that type of situation. So then it becomes a situation that, okay, you get to start bending on what you're expected to do coming into the relationship. But a man don't get to start bending on the stuff that he's expected to bring. If this house get foreclosed on that I bought, or my pay decreases, or I lose my car, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the stuff that I'm bringing to this situation, or I'm expected to bring, I can't bend, I can't waver on. Because the whole relationship is going to fall apart, and you're going to be validated and leaving. So that was a point that he made that I actually agree with. Because again, a lot of women say what she says. Oh, I bring this, I do this, I do this. I bring the table to the table and da-da-da-da-da. How long can you sustain? That's what they say.
Straight up.
But for how long can you sustain that,
sustain it?
though? And I think that's what separates the great women from everybody else, if we just going to be honest.
And we
How long can you sustain it without folding?
Right.
Because it's a lot of pressure to goddamn be the head of the household.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
And we talking about the good men. We're using good men, okay? We're not operating from the standpoint where these niggas ain't doing shit, because that's the first thing they're going to do. We're going to tell you everything that we do, everything positive that we bring, and they're going to say, well, you did. That's what you dealt with. We talking about the good men.
Yeah, okay. On that note, we're going to move on to the quick hit segment. Okay, this is a video that I got sent. Shout out to Mr. Let Go. Out follow him on Clubhouse. We rock with each other heavy. He support the pod too. Shout out to him. On his pod, they were discussing are boys raised with zero responsibility? I'm gonna play the clip. I want to get y'all response.
A brother and a sister. A lot of times, the sister is pushed to do more work than the boy. The boy can go play outside, ride his bike, go play video games. Domestically. Okay. And the mom pushes the daughter, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. She's washing dishes, she's cleaning up, she's doing this, she's learning how to cook. And she's looking at the brother like, why?
He's just free.
He's just free. Why? I don't understand. And what ends up happening is when these boys grow up and they're expected to be fathers, here comes Section 8 and it's letting women know like, yo, you don't need a man in the household. So next thing you know, the man is like, oh, so I don't have to do nothing? Oh, okay. So this is just like my upbringing. So I ain't got to raise my kids. I can just come through, pat my kids on the head, show them how to ride a bike or whatever, and get up out of here because I can't live here anyway. This is dope. I can have me a girlfriend over here and a girlfriend over here and just go back and forth. So it took accountability, in my opinion, away from men and gave all the accountability to women.
For all you ladies who love to say, why don't you hold these men accountable? These men are the problem. Well, the first thing I want to ask you is, how did they become a problem? The source of their upbringing most likely was their mother and not their father, because most of us were raised by single mothers, not taking accountability away from the man that left. But we got to look at the person that stayed. Did you baby your son? And is he growing up to be just like the dudes that you're dealing with? We got to look at parenting and not just these men, because most of these men were raised by somebody and taught by somebody, right?
Thoughts?
I said that. I fucking said that. These women is raising these niggas to be nothings. To be nothings. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all betting y'all odds. Like I see a lot of parents like betting their odds with ball playing and rap. Bro, it ain't a lot of spots for that. It ain't a lot. You may get one from each city every 4 years. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? And you betting your son future on that. You don't give him no responsibilities. You don't show him better. You got niggas coming in and out the house. You got 5, 6 different boyfriends. Like, what you think he not picking that up? What you think he just blind? He envious to all this shit till you get 18. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I know the deadbeat dads ain't there. I know that. But it's your job. You know what I'm saying? You had the kid too, goddamn me. You had the kid too. And you knew who you was dealing with while you was having this kid. Some of y'all do get tricked. I can't hate on that. Some of y'all. But most of y'all know who y'all dealing with before you have a kid with this man. So you already knew what you was gonna get. And then you raise his child to be the same exact way in his image. Come on now. Come on. And they call us the monsters. We the criminals.
I don't know, man.
Y'all should be put on charges for that.
The question was, are men or are boys raised with zero responsibility in comparison to women?
I'm on the fence about it.
I don't know, because I was raised by both my parents, so I mean that's kind of hard for me to answer, I guess. But I mean, I had the same responsibility as my sister: clean the dishes, cook, learn how to cook, cut the grass, mow the lawn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was running AAU track, playing football, doing all the athletics, and still had to get my grades right. Like, you know, my sister never had to cut grass.
Yeah.
She might have to clean dishes, but guess who else had to clean dishes? Me.
We used to do weeks.
So, I ain't had no week. Hey, the dishes in that sink, you better clean them.
Hell no, we used to do weeks.
So, I mean, I don't know, but I get what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at a certain point in time, there's a part where testosterone kicks in for young men. And I don't think whatever that mom does, you know, to try to put her foot down, it's a different type of discipline whenever your dad says something and when your mom says something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it, but you know, your mom tell you something, you know, hey, I don't want to make my mom mad. But if your dad say, hey, go out there, get that done, it's gonna get done. You ain't gonna mess around with that. You know what I'm saying? That testosterone, that masculinity is there. And I think that's what a lot of that is missing when you have a single mom that has to work all these jobs. Most of them have to work 2 or 3 jobs. So they're not at the house. And whenever they are home, they tell their son, hey, go do this. And it's like, you know what, Mom, I'm 14 years old now. I mean, I hear you, but it doesn't scare me or make me fear of what's going to happen next. Because she's not going to put her hands on me, really. She might smack me. But I'm going to get used to that. When if you had your dad there, hey son, go get this done. You see what I'm doing? I'm out here working all day as a man. Go get your ass out there and do something. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where, you know, the disconnect is for these sons. You know, for women, they can see that. They can see it. They see another woman working hard, working 2 or 3 jobs. They're like, man, I don't want to do that shit when I get older. I see this woman doing this. I'm a woman. I don't want to be like this woman. Mm-hmm. This young man don't see no man in the house. So he don't see a man going to work every day. He don't see him putting in that hard work. He just see a woman doing it.
Right.
So he's like, well, if she can do it, you know, it's hard to
really narrow it down.
Yeah, narrow it down. I mean,
yeah, I know, because growing up with me, I was taught to do everything. It's like I say, we had weeks. You wash dishes, you do everything, but I was cutting the grass too and doing all that, washing cars by hand, all that good stuff. So. And, you know, my mama raised me to where it's like, okay, when you grow up, you're not going to need a woman for anything. A woman coming into your life is going to be a luxury. Because you know how to cook. You know how to wash clothes. You know how to fold. You know how to do everything.
I don't know if you know how to cook, but go ahead.
Shit. He do, because he learned from me.
Oh, my God. This shit got to stop somewhere, man.
You know, he do a little something. You know, he see me on the grill. You know, but anyway.
But I say that to say is that it really depends on the type of parenting. But me growing up like that, I just assumed that everybody did. And it wasn't until I started really like kicking it with my boys and kicking it with my friends to know like, okay, wait, everybody don't know how to wash their clothes. Everybody don't know how to cook.
Or iron their clothes. God damn.
And it's like, damn. So, okay, so that caused me to thinking like, okay, why would the parent raise them like that? And the more I think about it, I think it's just because women, like parents are so hard on their girls because girls got more to worry about when they go outside than we do. If we just gonna be honest, like as far as like from their protection standpoint, like a woman has to go outside and worry about being kidnapped, worry about being raped, worried about, you know, somebody trying to slip something in a drink, worried about, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of different things that women have to worry about that you got to protect against. And not only that, but they are super emotional and they are super gullible sometimes and vulnerable sometimes. To whereas with a boy, you don't have to worry about that. As long as you teach him how to fight and teach him how he's supposed to act around police, he gonna be decent. You know what I'm saying? And teach him like decision making, like he gonna be decent. But with women, you got to teach them a whole lot of stuff, and then especially in terms of like how to attract a man. because men gonna want all of that stuff that we just naming, the cooking, the cleaning, all that. Like we gonna want a woman that can do those things. But with men, all we got to do really is bring our money to the table and bring leadership qualities to the table, and women are gonna fall out over us. Like, oh, he makes such and such money. Oh, he make good decisions. He know how to lead this family. I'm on board. But with women, they got to worry about more. So I feel like that's why like parents are so much harder on their girls. Now, is it fair? No, it's not. But me having a daughter and just thinking about it from that perspective, I get it. I got to be a little more hands on with her, because I got to make sure that she's not like making herself vulnerable to bullshit. And whether that be going to parties and getting too drunk and getting taken advantage of, or dealing with a man and he just manipulating her because, playing on her emotions, or just all that. So I got to make sure that she's equipped to be able to handle all of that. And with a boy, if I had a boy, I wouldn't really have to worry about that. So that's why I feel like it's a difference in responsibility. So
we speaking on strictly how boys and girls are raised within a single parent household with just a mother?
Nah, just in general.
Okay, so
just in general.
So I'm kind of on the fence, because you'll also get, especially if you have two parents in the household, a lot of times while the daughter will be, they will be hard on the daughter with expectations and things like that, you also get a lot of times where the daughter is spoiled. You also, the father makes sure, his princess got everything. She don't need for nothing. If he's a good man, he gonna say, if he not like your daddy, then he'll need to be around.
You talking about a two-parent household?
If it's a two-parent, that's what I'm saying. If it's a two-parent household, the daddy gonna be like, he gonna make sure his daughter's always taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Now, the boy, I feel like we're able to be more like reckless. You know what I'm saying? As far as, but we'll still have responsibility. Now, me and my brothers, I was grown, for the most part, just my mom. And when my mom was in work, she was going to work and she was going to school at the same time. So there'll be some days where I wouldn't even see her. But I was the one, making sure my brothers was cleaning up. I had to cut the grass. I had to, make sure they was fed. Like, I was the one doing a lot of stuff at 12, 13, 14. So I think it just depends on how people were raised, because I don't know. She was at times, yeah, because it's a woman. So, yeah, she's going to be, a little soft at times. But I feel like I was raised where, you a man. And a lot of women, it was just in my family. I didn't have too many men that was consistently around. You know what I'm saying? I had my grandfather, but, he lived, in Houston. So we saw him like in the summer, holidays, stuff like that. But like just day to day, I didn't have too many, role models. Like when I started ninth grade, something like that, like I was getting it out there on my own, cutting grass. I was putting shingles on roofs, and like I'm just everything that quote unquote a man's supposed to do, just labor work. That's how I was earning my money, because I'm like, I got this, mama. You ain't got to spend money on me. Spend money on my brothers, because you spend enough on me. Plus, it was certain things that I wanted that I knew that she wouldn't spend the money on. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted some J's or some Forces or whatever it was, like I wanted to be able to say, I went and got my own money and I did it. I provided my school clothes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm able to, if I want to eat, I got my own money for that. Don't worry about it. I'll go at random times, go walk to the corner store and stuff like that, because I got that money in my pocket for me. So I feel like it just depends on how you was raised. Are some men kind of coddled? Yeah. But I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like it's 50-50 to me.
I would say men are more so coddled. Reason being, just like you say, in a two-parent household, the father's baby and the daughter. Same could be said about the mother, baby, and her sons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was brought up in a two-parent household. My mama gave me way more privilege than she gave my sisters, and that's just real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I feel like that dynamic happens in a lot of households. If we're gonna be honest, but the reason I say men are more so coddled is because most relationships are single mothers. It's either single mother or it's two-parent. That's majority. If we gonna bring a pie, that's 70-80% of the pie. So in both situations, we getting coddled compared to women or compared to girls. Like they way harder on girls, and it stems from what I said earlier, because women got more to worry about when they go outside. But it's just.
But do you feel it's a good reason?
Yes. But do I feel like they can kind of loosen up the reins a little bit? Yes. Because again, my household, my mom and them was hard on my older sister. You know what I'm saying? She was the oldest. Like it was, dating and all that stuff. They was real hard on her about that growing up in the crib. And I know a lot of people that's, you know, that had daughters and they super hard on them. Like, where you at? What time? Hell no, 10:02, you better be in this crib. So if it's me and I show up at 11:15, I'm supposed to be home at 10. It's, you know, I'm going to still get talked to, but it ain't going to be a whole fallout type of situation because, again, I'm a man. They feel more like, oh, I can control I can handle my environment better. To whereas, like, if a woman go outside, a woman cannot control her environment outside. If we just gonna be honest, she can't.
It's not as safe.
She can't, because if she runs into a man that can overpower her, it don't matter what she does or what she says or what position she's in. She could just be running into. She could be walking home from the party and 3 dudes walk up, or 2 dudes walk, or 1 dude walk up. He a big dude or whatever. Hey, nah, get in this car. What's she gonna do?
I feel it.
Compared to, like, if it's a man, you can, you know what I'm saying, man, nigga, we gonna go. We gonna brawl it out, whatever the case may be, and I got a decent shot of making it home compared to the woman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why they so hard on them, because they want their girls to be okay. They want them to be safe, and you got to be on point at all times, especially factoring in their emotional level. A lot of women move based on emotion.
Yeah.
And that's why it's able for them to get they get taken advantage of by men and this, that, and the third, dudes that everybody around them would see is terrible for you, but you love him. So she willing to sacrifice everything. Whatever.
Lose her damn mind.
4 kids, 38 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my bad.
That's real though. He joke, but that's real.
That's real though.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a parent, you got to guard against all of that to the best of your ability, and you still can't. You still can't guard against all of it.
Yep.
But you can, you know, try to instill in them, like, daily. Look, this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you stay out of these situations. This is how you stay out of trouble. This is when you say this what that mean. You do this, that's what that mean. Compared to if you got a dude, you can give him general broad, you know, rules of the game, and he can go figure it out.
Unless you talk about the cops.
Right. Which is why I said earlier that's something that needs to be instilled. As long as he know how to fight, as long as he know how to deal with police, he gonna be okay.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's messed up, but you know, that's the world we live in. Okay, on to the next last quick hits of the day. This is a clip they sent to me, and I was just like, wow, when I heard it. I'm just gonna play it for y'all. And the title of it is "Let's Normalize Men Walking Out of Their Kids' Life If They Aren't Ready."
What?
That's what I said. Well, look here, I'm just gonna play the clip, and I want to get y'all response.
Normalize men being able to walk out of a child's life if they're not ready for them. I'll say it again. Let's normalize them abandoning their seeds without them being ready for it. Hear me out. Women own their own body and have the right to do whatever they want with their own body, so we're on the same page. So if a man wants a child and the woman does not, the woman holds the power to get rid of that child because she is not ready for it. So if the man is not ready for it, he should hold the power to walk away. Most of you dumbass, stupid, dumb, bum bitches think it's okay to get an abortion because you're not ready for it. But when a man decides to walk out of the child's life because he's not ready for it, he's a deadbeat. You a stupid, dumb bitch if you think like this. I feel like these ideas hold the same weight. If you don't, that's your opinion. And men, if you decide to walk out of your child's life, don't come back. But abandoning a child couldn't be me. I love my stupid nugget. Let's normalize.
Thoughts?
What is he talking about, dog?
Thoughts?
He talking between that gap in his mouth. Dog.
No comment.
Ain't no way, dog.
No comment.
Why would you say something like that?
But does he have a point?
No, he ain't got no damn point.
Why not?
If you don't want no kids, go get a vasectomy.
Very true. But he's
if
saying,
you that hard on it, you don't want no kid, go get a vasectomy. If you have sex with a woman without protection and nutting her, that's your responsibility.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you don't want to have a kid or not. You know what happens whenever you have sex with a woman without protection.
Absolutely.
Let's say you had a condom on and you had sex and the kid comes about. You know, with having sex, the possibility of still having a kid is there.
That's crazy.
I'm not agreeing with him, but
that's the possibility.
But he's saying, but a woman still has that overriding choice.
She does, because like, that's her fucking body.
If she doesn't want the baby, she can get rid of it.
Yeah.
If she wants to keep a baby, she can keep it.
That's her body.
The only thing we do is plant the seed. After that, it's like
the only exception to that rule. I'm
not defending. I'm just
exception to the damn rule is if y'all both agreed on this shit before you even, hey, if you slip up and get pregnant, we know what time it is. And she says yes. You get what I'm saying? She like, yeah, I know what this is. And then she still go through and have a baby. Just something happened. It can be a year later, 2 weeks later, don't matter. Something happened. She get pregnant and she try to follow through. That's the only exception. But it's hard to prove
But
that.
even still, it's not.
It better be on paper.
It better be on
paper.
Exactly.
I'm not going by no word of mouth.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Even if it's on paper, you still
Right.
Yeah.
Paper
Still
with
gonna suffer the penalties.
what you call whatever. I don't care what it is. You just,
Bro.
you don't have sex if you don't. But if it's that big of a problem to have a kid,
Go get a vasectomy.
But
Go
let's
get a
say I want to have the kid. You get pregnant. I want to have the kid. She doesn't. She can get rid of it.
that's her body.
It is her body. But that's my. Is that not my child too?
Yeah, but she has.
So
to
that's
hold,
messed up.
She has to
you
hold.
making a choice without, you know what I'm saying, without thinking about me.
She has to hold that child in her.
Yes.
That parasite in her body
I
for
get
9
that.
months.
I get
deal
that.
with. You don't have to deal with the possibility of dying.
Yes.
You don't have to deal with your body changing. You don't have to deal with the emotional breakdown. You don't have to deal with 4 or 5 different things that's gonna come to your life after your body changing after that
You
happens.
ain't got to deal with none of that.
Physically, but if technically though, if he's with that woman, if he's supposed to be with that woman, like I'm still going with that mentally. You still got to be right next to her when she having those bad nights.
Yeah, you have some.
Like, I'm
you
going
have
through
some mental
stuff, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but it's not gonna be as worse as hers.
Nah, you ain't got to.
I didn't say it was worse. I'm not saying it at all.
Hold on,
I ain't saying it at all.
People get what's them shit surrogates all the time. They ain't day to day for this with this woman.
Okay.
They doing like weekly checkups or some shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And the moment she have that baby, all ties are cut. I don't even know your name no more. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to, for a man, you don't have to be there through all that shit. I seen countless women get pregnant and niggas just step away.
I'm saying the men that's actually trying to be in the life. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying for the men that's actually been in their life,
But
they go through stuff too.
he is talking about the niggas that don't want the kid.
So but again, if I want to have the kid, you get pregnant, we both have unprotected sex. We both do not talk about it. We both are equal in this. We are both reckless.
I hear you.
You don't get pregnant without my seed.
I hear you.
So if I want to have the baby and you just decide, you know what? Nope, I don't want to. I don't want to have the baby.
So
Like I think you don't think that's a loss for the man too, because he's ready mentally. He's ready to have a kid or whatever the case is.
I feel like
you just do whatever you want.
But if she's not ready mentally to have that kid, and then
okay, so what's if the man is, again, I'm not trying to defend him.
Trap women into having kids.
I get that, but again, if the man's not ready, then but you get to keep it. Now it's his responsibility, or now he gets penalized for it.
Oh, you are arguing a mute point, fam. Like this is a double standard. That
I know.
It just is
I
what
know
it
it's
is.
fucked up. I know.
And everybody at the table acknowledges that it's a double standard. It's fucked up. But it is what it is. You know
I don't think it's fucked up, to be honest with you. I don't.
Well,
I think if that has that much of a damaging effect on my body, that I should be able to make that decision. You know, some women lose limbs, gain major weight, die. We don't go through that stuff at all. All we have to do is nut.
No, I agree 100%.
You literally have a parasite in your body. So why should I have to tell you what you should go through and shouldn't go through? If you feel unsafe, unfit to be a mother right now, then yes, go ahead and get rid of it. Will it hurt me a little? Yes, it will a little bit. But I will be okay with the decision that your health, your mental health, your physical health, just you right now is not right. Because she can end her life and the kid's life right then and there if she doesn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But the issue is this, is what's always said around this situation. Oh, it takes 2 to make a baby. It takes 2 to, we both lay down. We two takes 2. But in reality, that's not the case. I think a wise man once said this, rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal, birth control is the woman's responsibility. And the reason it is because she has the final veto power over whether or not the baby is going to come. So stop saying it takes 2, us, we both laid down. No, it's you at the end of the day. Because just like what O was saying, if I want the baby and you don't, the baby is gone. Period. There's no question about it. There ain't nothing about it. You ain't getting bad mouth for that.